The Harley Quinn animated show has 4 fantastic seasons behind its belt, and as of right now, there's a 5th season that's supposed to be coming. That being one of the few projects that survived James Gunn's Purge, meaning it will be an Elseworld story, but more importantly, we have potential for more Funko Pops in the future. So I'm crossing my fingers because we need more characters from this show, because they have a spectacular cast to choose from. On top of that, they have a top tier cast. Here's the voice actors for these Pops. In terms of collecting, there's so much autograph potential. In terms of filmmaking, this cast really help escalate the story, and they all lean into the raunchy comedy theme, and it's a wild ride. If you haven't seen it, check it out for sure. First off, they have 7 total Pops in this first wave so far. 5 commons and 2 exclusives. The commons are great. The Harley and Poison Ivy were mandatory, so I'm glad to see some basic commons here. I am so glad that they did Joker. This version is very fun and separates itself from Mark Hamill's Joker and treats the character with respect, so I think this was a win to get. Frank the Plant is unique. He's funny, I'm all here for it, but I'm surprised they didn't do someone else from the team. Dr. Psycho is a super funny character that I wish was more consistently on the team in recent seasons, but he is also a character that I'm not sure if we'll see be adapted much in the future, and to my knowledge hasn't been used in the past, but don't quote me on that one. Either way, I'm glad we're getting a Pop for him. I'm more iffy on if we would see another Pop of him and Frank in the future, so it's good to see them here. The exclusives are both repeat characters. I love the Gamestop Glow Poison Ivy. I mean, she rocks this suit, and I'm actually surprised they made this outfit so overall. Now, I would say a good upgrade to the common, and it being a glow is just icing on the cake. And the 2-pack is Harley and Ivy in their wedding gowns. This is a good Pop to help lean into the romantic element of this show. It even had a Valentine's Day 45-minute special that aired 5 months after Season 3 ended, and then 5 months before Season 4 aired. So right in the middle, right on Valentine's Day. And that one, it was really good. I heavily enjoyed that one. And it makes sense to create this 2-pack. So even though it's a repeat of characters, I think it's perfect for this show. And I would say very creative and an overall win. When it comes to characters that didn't get Pops, I'm surprised we didn't get a version of King Shark. He's someone I would expect in the future if they do make another wave. I'm okay missing out on Clayface because he's voiced by Tudyk, and the greedy autograph side of me kind of wants new characters for different voice actors, but he would make sense in the future as well. Number 1 character that I need, and that's Kite Man. Oh my gosh, he is perfect in this show, and they have to create a Pop for him. It would be criminal to not take this opportunity to make a Kite Man Pop. So make it a rare convention Pop, unique character, and rare Pop. Please, Funko, the people need Kite Man. But also, this version of Bane is fantastic. The Dark Knight Tom Hardy version, but the punching bag of the team. I love this adaptation for this show, and I would love a 6-inch Pop for him. Some other fun characters with fun autograph potential would be Riddler, Lex Luthor, Mr. Freeze, Penguin, Two-Face, Scarecrow, Catwoman. There's literally so many great options. A few unique ones could be Psy, Barbara Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, Queen of Fables, or even some heroes that pop up like Wonder Woman, who's voiced by Vanessa Marshall, and she voices Hera in Star Wars Rebels and does a lot of signings, and that could be a cool other type of Pop to get signed by her. Jacob Tremblay's Robin would be hilarious and iconic, just saying, but they could always do a Batman. That one would not surprise me because Batman sells. I do hope we get another wave in the future, or at least some convention exclusives, but I'm not sure if it's looking that way, to be honest. Hopefully they release some more when Season 5 comes out. I do not want these to be the last Pops for this show, not at all. You can still pick all of them up for retail price, and you can order the entire wave from the Funko shop, except for the GameStop exclusive, but it's still available through their own website. I'm not sure if the Entertainment Earth supplies the 2-pack with the Entertainment Earth sticker yet. I think as of summer 2024 you will receive the special edition sticker no matter where you purchase it from. And I have noticed a few specific Pops from this wave. They may be missing from Funko Hollywood sometimes. So let me know if you guys like this wave, because I do think there's some type of fondness for it. So you guys picking it up in stores? Anyways, let's take a closer look at them individually and hopefully convince you to add these to your collection. Starting off, we got Harley Quinn voiced by the beautiful Kaley Cuoco. When I was a kid, I got the first few seasons of The Big Bang Theory on DVD, and I was hooked ever since, so I love Kaley Cuoco. Fun fact, Jim Parsons actually got Kaley Cuoco to voice the pool monster in Young Sheldon. I'm a really big fan of Young Sheldon too, so definitely check that out. But I love whenever she pops up in the Big Bang Theory universe.
Ugh. Why don't you like me? You're full of bacteria. So are you, but you don't hear me saying ugh. It's rude.
I also highly recommend her old HBO Max show, The Flight Attendant. It ran 2 seasons and is a fun late night show. I actually specifically remember watching it every Thursday night and treating it as a guilty pleasure night in kind of show. Anyways, one of my first videos that I ever filmed was actually film updates, and I talked about it briefly. Check that video out. It was still one of my favorite videos to ever make. But if I ever did meet Kaley, I would probably have to get a penny pop sign from the Big Bang Theory, but I would also check in with this Harley pop, because between this and the 2-pack, both are great options, but I'd probably go with the 2-pack at the end of the day. It is just her classic outfit, but I do love the detail on the bottom of the hammer. You can actually see it on top of the hammer as well from certain angles. Either way though, this is a pretty good standard common, and it's just her classic outfit, and we needed one of those at least for Harley. You can see on the back right there, all 5 of the commons listed, starting off with Harley Pop 494, very clean back. I love the colors of the box, all of the red and black, and if you actually take a look a little bit closer, you can see it is like kind of like a whole bunch of like almost like they're tattoos or like types of artwork of just Joker symbols, or we got skulls, cards, hearts in this, diamonds. We got everything included, and I really am a big fan of the box. The giant DC labeling too, I am definitely a fan of that on the front. The entire front looks actually really clean. I love how they left the top simple, and on the side they did a few Joker / Harley references. And yeah, overall, really big fan of this pop. You can see in box, it looks really clean. Although it is as simple as it gets, you can easily identify this as the one and only Harley Quinn. As you can see in the box down there by her feet, it's kind of slanted, so it's hard to see, but there is actually a stand in there. I think I lost it or something, but she does have a stand, a little hole on the bottom so she stays balanced, because honestly the pop by herself, it's a little unevenly balanced for sure and falls pretty much for the most part. Either way though, I'm still excited we got a Harley Quinn pop. This is fantastic, and I really do hope to get this pop signed one day. Now the show wouldn't work without her. Next up we have our common Poison Ivy, voiced by Lake Bell, who voiced Vanessa Fisk in the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie, as well as Black Widow in What If. I like her voice as Poison Ivy so much, I can't even imagine anyone else as a character. For autographs, I would probably go with the 2-pack or the GameStop exclusive, but for a common, I'm glad we got her normal outfit. It translates perfectly to pop form. As you can see, she is rocking her black jacket and then just her normal green pants with like the leaves on it. It is a very clean looking pop. She's got long hair. You can barely see her head under there. Yeah, I love the simplicity. You can easily tell it is Poison Ivy, and I am just a big fan of her normal outfit within the show. The actual pop itself looks so clean in box. This would definitely look like great sign, like white or red for sure. Green, obviously, actually green, light green for sure. But either way, I love Poison Ivy in this show. This is a spectacular pop, and I am so stoked to be able to add this one as well. Again, it is just very simple details. You can see the leaves on her legs are painted on. They are not molded at all. But it is just a very clean, simple looking pop. And that's what I needed for the first 2 out of this wave. Joker is such an iconic character, and Mark Hamill has definitely become the definitive voice of Joker. But now that he's retiring the role, new voice actors are going to have to handle the pressure and accept the role of one of the most iconic characters of all time. Alan Tudyk takes this chance and nails it. He successfully creates his own portrayal and take on the character that I think stands out quite well. He's also super lovable, and I haven't heard any complaints with his Joker. Alan also voices lots of characters within the show, including Clayface, Calendar Man, Condiment King, and other side characters that pop up. I do have his autograph on a K2SO pop from 2023 San Francisco Fan Expo, but this wasn't released yet, and if I get the opportunity, I would love to see him again and get this signed. He has been doing conventions since 2017, so I recommend picking up this pop on the off chance of getting to meet him in the future. Taking a look at it, it does have a really unique shape. I love the hairstyle because it is very much like that in the show, but on pop, it looks funny, and it definitely sets his Joker apart. Even the face, you can see the narrow look of his chin. I just love this pop. I think it looks fantastic. The green is a nice colorway that perfectly suits Joker, but also doesn't make him look too ridiculous. The purple suit, of course, iconic and legendary. He even has a purple or like reddish flower at the top of his chest pocket. Very, very cool. Classic Joker pranks, and he's even opening his jacket right there. Oh god, I love this pop. I think it is so good looking. Even in box, I have to say, showing off half his face, he looks menacing. It looks like a different Joker. It looks unique from the normal Jokers that we're probably a little bit more used to. And overall, I think this one's so good at separating itself from the classic character, but still being the Joker. Frank the Plant is voiced by J.B. Smoove, who of course is a comedian who you may recognize from Everybody Hates Chris, SNL, Curb Your Enthusiasm, or even maybe possibly one of Peter Parker's teachers. I don't know, he's popped up everywhere, and he has the perfect comedic timing and voice for Frank. I love his addition to the show, just chilling at Abby's home and giving attitude all the time. He's a great character, but again, I'm surprised they made a pop for him and didn't give a pop slot to Clayface or King Shark, some of the team members that go on missions more. But it's all personal preference, and this definitely is a creative and fun pop to make. We aren't going to see a Frank the Plant pop from any other DC content, so I love that we got a pop for him from this show. And they went all out. I mean, this pop is heavy. It weighs a good amount, especially in box. You would definitely recognize this as one of the heavier sized pops. I mean, it looks very big in box. You can barely see the top of his head for sure. And that is one perk of being able to take this bad boy out of box. You can see him using his little eyes right there. I love how he moves them around in the show. His back looks like a butt, which if you've seen the show, I mean, they've shown off his butt like that a few times, and it's hilarious. I love that little detail, and all the little flowers. I mean, it's Frank the Plant. He's huge, and he's in this giant pot that actually kind of weighs a lot. There's some details on it. If for some reason they ever make fakes one day, but this is a really, really well done pop. I like it a lot. You can even see his double chins up close, his teeth, some details on the lips, and a little bit of details around his eyes as well. Again, very, very good pop, but that's it. I like this pop. Very unique. Dr. Psycho is a character that, similar to Frank, this was a good opportunity to make pops for characters that we don't have any merchandise for. So again, I'm all here for it. You might recognize the voice actor Tony Hale from Arrested Development, Veep, or maybe even Forky from Toy Story 4. He's always hilarious, and it's cool that hypothetically maybe one day this could be a signed pop. He doesn't really do conventions, but his autograph is out there, so maybe this would be a crazy addition for sure. But taking a look at the actual details of the pop, I mean, this is classic Dr. Psycho in the show, dressed up in this suit with the rose, hair slicked back. I love the detailing in the hair. Funko's doing a really, really good job of that lately, and I appreciate that. He's very, very tiny, even in the box, as you can see right there. You can see all of them, including all of his crazy hair. I love his eyebrows, the expression, the hand gesture. I mean, it looks like he's trying to use his powers, and I can appreciate that. This is a really good looking pop. Again, very unique character. I'm glad they took the opportunity to be able to make him this time around. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see him again in the future, but hopefully we can, maybe. If not, this pop may have value in the future. It's a very unique character. We haven't seen many adaptations for, and if they ever do adapt him, this might be like the main source material. Same with Frank the Plant, though, so I'm hoping that these two may be a little bit slept on. The Gamestop Poison Ivy is cool in this wave because it is definitely an upgrade from the common. She's in a unique suit that translates perfectly to pop form, and it's glow in the dark. Are you kidding me? This was a good pop to make for an exclusive, and GameStop always has solid exclusives. They don't disappoint here at all. I would say that this is the best Poison Ivy pop, and you should definitely add this one to your collection. It's a little bit cooler and more unique, a little bit more detail put into it. As you can see, one thing like I was saying with the legs, you couldn't feel the 3D print or mold of the legs on the other one. They were just on her pants. Around her legs on this one, you can actually feel the little bumps and the rigids of these leaves wrapped around her legs, which is pretty cool. And you can even see some vines wrapping around her arm right there. In box, I think once again, I mean, look, imagine this bad boy signed. It would look absolutely fantastic. This Poison Ivy just looks so good in box, and I'm a really big fan of it. Even the GameStop sticker actually ironically looks kind of clean because of all the red on the box, the red of her hair. All of it all together looks really good. We can put these two side by side before we check out the glow. As you can see, they look really good together. Two completely different outfits, and as you can tell, there does, oh my gosh, look like to be a little bit more detail in the GameStop version. Of course, I would hope that they try a little bit harder in their exclusives, but you can't go wrong either way. I couldn't decide which one's better. I really couldn't. So let me know your thoughts, because I have a hard time choosing. I really do like them both. The simplicity, casual look at Poison Ivy in this show, and then her unique suit when she goes hard at a few points, and that looks fantastic as well. And now we're going to check out the glow. You see all that paint reflection? Oh my gosh, yeah, that is the glow effect, and this looks fantastic. It's very hard every time to be able to pick this up on camera, and usually it only stays for a second, where in real life the glow keeps consistent. It's just that the lens is refocusing and getting rid of it. So you'll see it for a brief second. Let's check it out. Okay, it was actually an epic fail, but at least you can see the paint and the really strong effect on the arms. Oh my gosh, that is honestly a really good glow, and I love the leaves as well on the top of her head. I don't think that glows. I think the only thing that glows is the arms, actually. Now that I'm taking a really deeper look at it, you see right there, yeah, the arms are the only ones that glow. Oh my gosh, if I look in person, yeah, the arms are definitely the only thing that are glowing in this. I want to try and capture this on a different ISO. We're gonna charge it up one more time and just do one last little look at a higher ISO. And let's take the light away. I mean, it still looks good. Again, I would just expect a little bit more, but I can't be too upset. At least they gave some effort in adding some glow at all. Like I said, it would have been a lot cooler, I think, if they did the heels and the fit and the leaves in her hair. But we can't get everything that we wish for. And again, there could definitely be a, reason from the show that it's just her arms. I don't specifically remember, so remind me in the comments if you do. I am happy they decided to make another Poison Ivy pop, but that makes it 3 now, which is a lot. So if they do make another wave, I'm hoping for a little less Poison Ivy, to be honest. But again, I'm glad for this first wave they went all out for her, because she does have awesome outfits and she is a perfect character, perfect adaptation, and I can't wait to see what season 5 brings for Harley and Ivy. I said this earlier, but this pop does feel like it was kind of made to lean into the Valentine's Day special, even though that was released in 2023 and these pops are coming out in 2024. But this pop and that special really did help set the tone for the show a little more, especially in the advertisement and marketing side. I actually do think it's a perfect show for around Valentine's Day, even though it is all about adventures with the team, as well as exploring Gotham, the Bat family, and it still does a really good job at balancing the relationships within the show. The moment for this pop actually takes place in the season 2 episode 13, The Runaway Bridesmaid. No spoilers spoilers of course. There is a reason why. I was gonna say Penny, oh my gosh, slipping all over the place now. Harley, Kaley Cuoco's character, is wearing a gas mask. I thought that was an interesting inclusion because in this scene she doesn't always wear the gas mask, so I thought they were being a little bit more specific with it. I do love the overall outfit for Harley too. As you can see right here, it is just a very clean dress, but also looks so good with those red and black kicks on. I don't know, I love a dress with those types of shoes on. It looks so good. She looks like she's ready to beat some people up. And then also on top of that, there's literally a clear little creation in front of the eyes, covering the eyes, so that could get damaged, or not only but dirty too if you have it out of box. Or something to maybe keep in mind. I love the makeup around her eyes, the blue and the pink, and then opposite of her hair. Everything about this pop looks so good. You can still tell immediately it's Harley. Maybe that's because the colors, of course, but they nailed it in my opinion. And then we got Poison Ivy here, the bride to be, in her wedding dress, holding a whole bunch of flowers, of course, because it's Poison Ivy. She probably created those herself. And then she has a leaf in her hair. She looks so great in this dress. And one thing that's interesting to note is that it does not have a hole on the bottom, so it does not need a stand. It does stand very, very easily compared to this Harley, which does need a stand, which is included inside the 2-pack. As you can see right here on the back of it, the 2 pops front and center looks really, really good. We got the 5 commons on the side. The only thing not displayed being that GameStop exclusive. Obviously, none of the exclusives are ever shown, but it's a good look to get a gist of what the commons are. Like I said earlier, there is a special edition sticker on this one. It is an Entertainment Earth exclusive originally. They do sell it on their website, but to my knowledge, they still ship it in the special edition sticker, which is a little bit of a shame. I do think it would look cleaner with the white Entertainment Earth sticker, but again, for now, I'm just going to collect this one because it is a great autograph potential. I think both of them would be very difficult to get, especially Kaley Cuoco, but hypothetically one day, if I was playing decades and decades the long game, this would be the item to get signed by them. I mean, this is so cool. It'd be so unique to be able to get it double signed. Also in the background that the other pops don't have. They all have brown bases, as you can see from this Dr. Psycho background right there. We do get more of the detailing from the back of the pop boxes. It is just more logos. You can see a baseball bat in there, just more sketches, and I love it. I'm so glad they added a background for this. It helps really set the black and red theme a lot more, and this is just a good looking pop. Great 2-pack. Funko, I think, is killing it with the 2-packs lately, and this is no different. I mean, come on, this is a big moment. It is perfect for the theme. I mean, they did everything right in my eyes with this pop. But yeah, that pretty much does sum up the last exclusive that is currently out for the Harley Quinn TV show. And that sums up the entire first wave. There may be an addition in the future from a convention or a special exclusive or whatever it is. I will update it in the comments and description. And I'll also make a short for it when it ends up joining the collection. And I'll end up including in a future wave video if they do make a wave 2. And I really hope they do at some point. This is a super fun show, really well written, and I'm so happy they made pops for it. But again, there's just so many iconic characters. It would be a shame if they didn't add more pops to this line in the future. So let me know which one is your favorite pop that they made, and what characters would you like to see get a pop. Check out my most recent Funko Pop collection video for The Boys, or check the description for the playlist to find a whole bunch of different Funko Pop waves. Stay tuned for a whole bunch more because I plan on making an arsenal of videos to help document and share new Funko Pops that are coming out and already into the collection. Anyways, have a fantastic rest of your day, homies. See you on the flip side. Bye!